Where is our waste going? And what is the real problem with our recycling? Can we achieve a world without waste? These are some questions we should all be asking, and I hope to provide answers to you in this video. The world population has now reached 8 billion people, and trends indicate that this will continue to rise. The ever-growing global population is inevitably driving the increase in the waste we produce, but population growth alone does not determine the full extent of waste generation. Other factors, such as consumption patterns and economic development, also play a significant role. Nevertheless, all trends point towards the fact that our current waste management processes will become even more strained. But our current recycling ecosystem isn't working, and landfilling isn't circular. Let's take a look at the journey both our waste and recycling bins take. The trash bin makes a journey starting from your home's curbside, and 100% of this bin is sent directly to a landfill to be entombed, or it ends up at an incinerator. The recycling bin is taken to a transfer station, and the long-haul trucks take this to a material recovery facility, commonly referred to as an MRF. Once there, they sort the materials using manual and mechanized processes. They separate different materials for further processing, and what is rejected is again transported to a landfill or incineration facility. The current recycling ecosystem is comprised of metal recycling, glass recycling, the repulping of paper and cardboard, mechanical recycling, PET depolymerization, composting, and in the future, more attempts at pyrolysis. The recycling ecosystem is a complex network of waste management entities united to try and protect the environment. According to the EPA, municipal solid waste, which includes waste from residential, commercial, and industrial sources, is just 32% recycled and composted. We are far off from a circular waste economy. The current recycling system burdens consumers with separating materials, washing out bottles and jars at home, putting materials in the correct bin, and bringing it to their curb. Recyclables are then sorted, separated, and baled at MRFs, using a combination of highly specialized equipment and manual labor in an attempt to minimize contamination and create a pure material stream. In short, mechanical recycling is a highly variable and complex workflow. So what materials are filling up our landfills? According to the EPA, the top 4 major waste categories ending up in landfills are food, plastics, wood or yard trimmings, and paper or cardboard. According to renowned scientist Chris DeArmond, PhD, over 50 life cycle studies show that replacing plastics increases waste, greenhouse gases, and total harm to the environment in a vast majority of cases. This suggests that the problem is not plastics, but the current recycling ecosystem. The good news is that there's a science-based, proven, robust technology that can deal with the recycling challenges posed by multi-layered and multi-material products, alongside all non-recycled materials. This is known as Regenerative Robust Gasification, and as the robust part of the name implies, it can deal with the unsorted and mixed waste that ends up at landfills without exception. All organic materials would convert to synthesis gas, or syngas for short, which is a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas, which is a highly valued chemical building block produced today, but from fossil fuel. Syngas can be converted into many useful feedstock chemicals, such as methanol, ethanol, dimethyl ether, acetic acid, etc., which can be used for subsequent synthesis by the chemical industry. This process operates as a total carbon capture and has no smokestacks. Adding regenerative robust gasification to deal with all the leftover, unrecycled, and possibly contaminated materials allows other processes to carefully select what they need to operate efficiently. This becomes a true path to transforming the recycling ecosystem to achieve a circular economy for all materials. There's a symbiotic relationship created here. As municipalities charge on the front end to collect waste, money is made on both the input and output. By taking the waste going into landfills and selling the converted, highly valued feedstock that carries recycled status, along with the glassy material and metal which comes out the bottom of the gasifier, no government subsidies are needed to make this a net positive cash flow. The Consortium For Waste Circularity is aligning the industry towards this long-term goal of transforming landfills into useful, value-creating processes to achieve a world without waste. Circularity is the ultimate goal. The Consortium For Waste Circularity is a non-profit, 501c3 status organization created to bring together industry, academia, and government. Creating total circularity is a tall order, and one that no one can take on alone. Join the consortium and add this to your sustainability strategy to solve the end of life for all hard-to-recycle waste, creating a healthy environment and a sustainable tomorrow for future generations. We are stronger together. To learn more about the Consortium for Waste Circularity, visit wastecircularity.org.